Casey, how are you feeling?
Hurt. Just that wasn't what we expected coming out here. What nobody expected. But you gotta live with what happened, and now the only thing we can do is move on to next week. So
You took a pounding out there. We saw a lot of the same things that Trevon has been struggling with. Not a lot of time to find receivers. So did you feel like your offensive line was doing enough to protect you tonight?
they were playing extremely hard. I'm not putting any blame on any single person, position group, or anything. We win as a team and we lose as a team. And tonight, we just came out and not ready to play. They exceeded our energy level, and they were able to do what they did.
Was that the case from the get-go or after the 3-hour delay? Do you feel like you guys were there mentally at the beginning of the game, the normal start time?
I would say for the first probably about 7 or 8 minutes within the game, we were there mentally, and but I don't feel the rain delay had much to do with it. It might have with some other people, I don't know, but that's just one of those things that happens.
Casey, when this week did you know you were going to play, and how much did you think you would play?
I didn't know at any point if I was going to play or not. That was more of a game time decision from Coach Patterson and the offensive coaches. I had been practicing all week, but at that point I didn't know if I was going to play or what was exactly going to go on.
Did you feel protected with the thing that you were wearing?
Absolutely.
What kind of thing? What kind of protection was that? What do you call that?
Just a brace. We'll just call it a brace.
Okay. You want to win the game. That's all you care about. But how about you out there throwing the ball? Did you feel like your old self? Or
Yeah.
did you feel rusty?
Maybe a little rusty, but for the most part, I felt good. Whenever things went well on most plays, and I was able to do what I was able to, then I was able to feel comfortable with it.
Were there some wrong routes run? Because there was a couple times where you threw a ball to seemingly no one, but it could have been a receiver was there a little bit of that?
Yeah,
tonight?
there was some confusion, but within the entire game, it wasn't just those routes that did it. There was some confusion within the O-line, within the receivers, what they did, myself, and some missed assignments from our running backs. So at the same time, can't put the blame on any one person. We all did what we did, and pretty much most of every play, we at times one or two of us would take turns screwing it up, and that's what it came down to tonight. And that's why we weren't able to put points up on the board.
That's happened throughout this whole season. What do you attribute that to? Because that hadn't been the case the last couple of years.
I can't pinpoint it. Maybe it's character. Maybe it's the willing to prepare, or just come out and play for the other guys within the team. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is needs to change.
You said that it's possible that the intensity might have dropped off a little bit 7 or 8 minutes into the game. Do you know why?
I feel maybe in a way with at times we're just a little shell-shocked at first, I guess. I can't really say. But I feel the attention to detail and the everybody's just thinking in general, just thinking within the play, within everything, just started to fade off from the start of the game. So.
Got 2 more questions.
Casey, are you looking upon this as the final 4 or 5 games of your college career, or are you thinking beyond that?
I'm just worried about next week. Whatever happens within the future is going to happen. I can't control it, but I can whenever it comes to me. But all I can control right now is West Virginia and playing them. So until all these games are done, I'm not going to think about anything beyond this. I'm going to worry about winning these next 4 games and getting us to a bowl game.
Do you expect to start for West Virginia?
That's not up to me. That's not my decision. That's not my call. That'll be up to Coach Patterson and offensive coaches.
Is it fair to say you guys played flat after the 3-hour delay? Do you feel like that, or is that not fair?
We just didn't come out and execute. People didn't do their assignments. Just made mistakes. The mistakes cost us the game.
It looked like they were trying to pound it on the ground for a long time, but Case would hurt you guys deep with some long passes. What were they doing to confuse you guys on some of the coverages there?
Nothing. We had the right coverages. People just didn't make plays and wasn't doing their assignments.
On the 65-yard touchdown, you got picked, it looked like. Is that what happened? That you got picked by another receiver and couldn't stay with your guy?
I can't recall. I just know the coverage that we had, we didn't execute, and the guy went 65 yards.
What
What
did-
did you guys do in those 3 hours during the weather delay?
And then coach came in and talked to us, relaxed, warmed up, got ready for the game.
Do you think that affected you guys?
No, I won't make an excuse. They came out and played, so it didn't affect them.
I mean, nobody has any experience with a 3-hour rain delay, but how does an athlete keep up his intensity?
It's tough, but you have to come out there and play. Those guys came out and played, so they didn't have no problem playing.
Sam, you guys need to win 3 of your last 4. Is that possible to earn a bowl berth? Can you guys do it?
I think it's possible. I think it's possible to win all of them. You just have to come out there and execute. The teams that we have left are pretty tough, but any team can get beat on any side of it.
Looking forward, how do you kind of, I guess, respond after this performance? How do you kind of take what's happened and turn it into a positive, I guess?
We have no choice. I don't think we can go any lower. We have to go up. So guys just have to come tomorrow ready to practice.
I know you continue to mention that it's a team, but as a defensive player, I mean, how frustrating is it to continue to make plays and put your offense in an ideal position only for them not to capitalize? And at what point is something said or is something done to turn this thing around?
It's tough. It's just if it was the other way around. We're a team, and we're behind those guys 100%. And we go out there, play hard. Those guys come out there and play hard also. We win as a team, we lose as a team.
We do 2 more questions with Sam.
What were they doing? What would you say about their running backs? What were they able to, in their offensive line, were they able to do to kind of get that running game going? You know, able to pound it really well.
They just ran the base plays. We just have to make plays. Those running backs are pretty good, and the offensive line is great offensive line. But we could have made plays. We just didn't make plays.
Last question.
Did y'all have any idea or prepare before with the thought that there could be a weather delay? I mean, was that at all on y'all's minds beforehand, or was it?
I never paid any mind. I don't pay any mind to the weather. Just come out there and play whenever kickoff starts.
So it was a surprise when it was called and it was suspended, or were y'all?
No, we didn't. We wasn't paying any mind. You know, we just had gave up a big play, so we was over there talking about what we had to do next.